more into a topic that you're very well known for. You're an avid marijuana advocate, and basically, 6 feet under in your personal life. Sometimes, we consider marijuana as a pretty much what would be a recreational drug that's sometimes more in the relaxed stereotype, on the peace and love, on the hippie stereotype, and it's usually not necessarily associated with death metal and the type of lyrics that you have, and then the extreme music direction of 6 feet under and death metal in general. How do you reconcile those two stereotypes into one? How does it work for you? How do you actually use it as motivator or anything else in your life for the genre and for yourself as well as an activist?
Well, I don't worry about stereotypes. I don't worry about any of that stuff. I don't judge people. I try not to. And as far as what I believe cannabis is, I believe it was placed here on Earth by a higher power or another being or an alien being or something that has a plan for us. And it's scientific knowledge that our systems are built around the cannabinoidal system. It is a cannabinoidal system. We need cannabinoids ingested into our bodies to build our immune system. It's a natural benefit to us as humans. And there's a lot of things out there scientifically that prove this and show that it actually is a possibility to cure cancer as well. And they say that we basically used cannabis early on as early man, and we developed as we kind of I'd say I don't know. Give me a hint here. I'm having a kind of a mind warp here, Gypsy.
What's the mind warp over?
As man developed, they're saying we kind of as we ingested that, that kind of came into our systems, and we were able to ingest cannabis and use that in our systems. But what they say now is that before cannabis was even on this planet, other mammals, other creatures had this system built, and we developed from those, other animals, as man kind of, went through the centuries. So it proves that this plant was actually put here for us to find, and when we are actually benefiting from it.
Right. Like a little gift from beyond.
Yeah, totally.
A little celestial favor.
For sure,
Yeah.
for sure. So.
And how do you incorporate such a passive recreational drug into such an extreme
Well, I think it is what it
metal
is.
genre?
I don't think that it is a passive recreational drug. It is what you make it to be, And my whole point, that's a scientific fact, and those are things that I found to be true scientifically about the human body needing cannabis in their systems. What we don't need in our system is this: a beer, alcohol. We don't need cigarettes. We don't need tobacco. But for some reason, these things are legal to us and shoved down our throats, advertised on the Super Bowl, and we're supposed to consume these things. And they are the most deadliest things that we consume as human beings in our daily lives, and they kill more people on the face of this planet than anything else that we use recreationally. Okay? So why are these items, alcohol and tobacco, available to us, and we use them and eat them up and let them kill us? Why does that happen? That's the hypocrisy to why marijuana and cannabis should be legalized, and it's because it does not harm anyone physically. It has been scientifically proven that it helps us and benefits us as humans, and we need it in our systems, period. So the hypocrisy and the prohibition of marijuana, of cannabis, should stop across the board. It should be used medicinally. It should be used recreationally. It should be used as products. It should be used as oil to run our cars. It should be used in numerous different ways that can benefit the planet. Businesses can be started, economies can be boosted by this plant, which grows simply, fast, and it actually produces more replenishing oxygen into the ozone faster than any other plant that grows on this planet. So all of those things wrapped up together, that's what I think about marijuana and cannabis, and that's it. That's why prohibition is a hypocrisy that is being pushed by those in power for some reason, and the only thing I can think of is they are afraid of those that use it, and they want to kill people with this to control the population. And really my whole philosophy was, look, if I had a cavity I could pull my own tooth, but why the fuck would I want to do that when I can go to a dentist and use someone who has years of knowledge doing that job and not try to learn as I go and do the best as